reaching the summit of one's ambitions can profoundly alter one's perspective, especially after experiencing a fall from such heights in the arduous journey of climbing back up. After losing the IBF title in a surprising upset against Peril, Matias' spirit remains undiminished. He now stands resiliently in a title eliminator against a rugged Valenzuela who is no pushover. His inner fire is still burning, fueled by the lessons learned from both triumph and adversity. Pugilism encompasses two key dimensions, the mental and the physical. When it comes to a Matias fight, one's certainty is the intensity of violence. It's a fast-paced contest where there's scant room for deliberation, as the bout is driven by muscle memory and instinct. Matias imposes such a relentless pace that, if you can't keep up, he'll drown you in the later rounds. Valenzuela, being a brawler himself, means both fighters will lock horns and clash fiercely, holding the ground while battling it out until one man gets pushed back.
So I know that Gollaz sees those. I have them, but what are you going to...
Effectively, Gollaz is and Matias is here in this first round.
I'll see it, it's the first round. We know,
he won't do it.
We know that is his style of defense.
Yeah.
Some shots, he gets caught with some shots and catches on the...
Matias is a rhythm fighter in the ring, blending the ebb and flow of the fight. He stands directly in front of his opponent, compelling a fierce exchange of blows. Within the seeming chaos of his style lies a symphony, where every punch resonates with purpose. His attacks are rapid, yet they harmonize with defensive maneuvers. Although he absorbs many hits, he places unwavering trust in his durability, confident in his ability to outlast the adversary before him. Matias delivers ruthless punishment while deflecting just enough damage to maintain his unstoppable bulldozer momentum.
They're going toe-to-toe, but he's scoring his punches and he's getting out of the way or forces you to stay there.
Like
Look, he's on you.
yeah, wow.
Making Gollaz.
Each punch thrown is a stepping stone for the next, a harmonic flow where momentum builds with every strike. Matias doesn't wind up for power. Instead, he uses the punch as leverage for the one that follows. His punch drives through with precision, his shoulder poised to recall and unleash the next barrage. Observing his rhythm reveals a consistency, not merely a succession of heavy blows, but a steady cadence that maintains uninterrupted pressure throughout the round.
Do that. Throw punches instead of using his legs and moving.
Look at this. This is the journey.
Wow. Claudia Trejos just came by the booth and reported that the Gollaz corner...
Valenzuela managed to keep pace in the opening rounds, but it became evident that Matias' pressure was gradually wearing him down with each passing minute. Between his punches lie subtle defensive shifts, creating a rapid dance of attack and defense. There is no respite, no pause for recovery. It's not a sprint, but an unyielding marathon without breaks, where conditioning reigns supreme, an engine finely tuned to sustain the restless tempo.
All out dogged pressure.
Taking too many unnecessary blows like that.
This is what Matias does.
Continuing to paw on the eye.
The gradual destruction unfolded, with the grip of violence tightening incrementally, becoming more evident with each passing round. Valenzuela was slowly succumbing to the demolition. It was a battle where his corner should have exercised greater caution, a lesson learned by Matias' previous opponents who endured excessive punishment. As fatigue set in, technique began to wane, leaving Valenzuela vulnerable to the repercussions of lowered hands and faltering defense. His options dwindled to mere survival. History has shown that no adversary has yet managed to fend off Matias without the ability to box effectively and slow the pace. One is essentially standing beside a blazing fire, gradually being consumed.
He just got heavy. Gollaz landed in the last 2 rounds.
Final 20 seconds of round 6. You heard the Gollaz. Is this it for Gollaz?
In boxing, there's a well-known adage, you don't hook with a hooker, and you don't brawl with a brawler. Styles define fights, and despite Valenzuela's determination, he was outgunned. By the middle rounds, he was being driven back, relentlessly pressured with no solution, as Matias showed no signs of slowing down. At that point, Valenzuela was absorbing unnecessary punishment, with the outcome becoming increasingly clear. It was only a matter of time before he eventually succumbed. With this victory, Matias stands once again on the doorstep of a challenge to become a world champion for the IBF super lightweight title, currently held by Richardson Hitchens. Though not the most polished fighter, Matias poses a significant threat to any opponent with his durability, stamina, and heart. He remains true to his identity, a violent pressure fighter who prioritizes inflicting damage over defense. While it's evident that he can be outboxed, those who fail to box intelligently risk being drawn into deep waters. Should the matchup proceed, it promises to be intriguing. Hitchens has shown vulnerabilities to pressure fighters, and Matias has shown he can be outboxed. The better man of the night will emerge victorious.